Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the table. Tonight, we're going to open up all of this stuff from Dungeon Crusade, Book 1, Genesis of Evil, from Groovus Games Unlimited, created by Rodger Deering. Probably one of the most interesting folks that I've actually haven't met, but if you consider social networking as meeting then that way, but so energetic about this hope. And I know it's been a while and immersed in this. He's comes out with all types of videos explaining the game, showing the game, and when he got his first copies to look at and evaluate, and um, just a great guy. I mean, he really is sincere and as, I don't know when the guy sleeps, he's always up and going all the time, all hours of the day and night. I see him making posts and responses and trying to answer questions and encourage. And now that these games that he's so diligently worked on for several years is coming to fruition and actually appearing on people's doorsteps and getting to their gaming tables, and it's been a great ride riding along with him. So this game just got this today, as a matter of fact. My friendly USPS lady dropped it off for me. Actually, I met her and picked it up from her. So I went all in on this. I got in actually late. I was a late pledger, but fortunate enough that I found it. As most of you seen on this channel, my forte is, I mean, what I mainly play is World War II war games. But I've over the last, and I've only been in this hobby or back in this hobby probably 3 years, I guess, a little less than 3 years. I used to play Advanced Squad Leader almost all the time. That was, and then I got back into it and slowly building the collection back up because I pretty much sold everything that I had or got rid of it, gave it away when I retired and lived in an RV full time for 9 years. So didn't have a lot of room to carry a lot of games. So, but I have I've been branching out. Got introduced to Kickstarter maybe 2 years ago. I guess was probably the first one I signed up for, and some games that just kind of catch my eye on Kickstarter, I say, okay, let's try that. There's several games that, like most gamers, I've got quite a few that I have yet to open and get to the table. So I still have several that are over on shrink wrap. This one is not going to fit that. I'm going to have to rearrange my table to do any kind of gameplay recordings or playthroughs for you, but because this is truly a table hog. I'm going to have to figure out a way to probably divide up how I do things. But so I went all in on this package. So there were 3 levels of the game itself. The basic level was called Knight of the Realm, and then it stepped up to Crusader of the Realm, and then Master of the Realm. That is what this box. This is the Master of the Realm. And then I opted in for being the completionist that I am. Opted in for pretty much everything else he had. And I got a couple extra route dice. I got the expert difficulty monsters and heroic difficulty monsters, the extra hero pack, the dungeon pack that's down here. So we're going to open all this up. I think I'm going to move this out of the way for right now, and we'll get into the base game and see what it looks like. I have seen a couple of posts already of some folks that had badly damaged boxes and As usual, Rodger's right on top of it, trying to get to the bottom of it. And, you know, making sure that everybody gets what they want, or, you know, gets a good product. Mine has a little bit of damage here, just a little bit of smashing on the box. And this thing, I mean, like boxed in China and came all the way. So I can understand that there's going to be some problems, but it was fairly well protected in the box. But you know, sometimes handlers don't handle things well. So I've got a little bit of a crease, but not near as bad as some other folks I've seen. Man, I mean, look at the size. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Look at the size of that table and all the stuff. If you have everything out, it takes up a large dining table. And this probably is the same table Rodger at his home makes his own videos of this. That's probably what that is. But so it is a table hog. Matter of fact, he even had one video that showed to going like to Lowe's or Home Depot and getting you a 4x8 sheet of MDF. I think he cut it down a little bit, maybe to 3.5 by 7. I think he said. I could be wrong, but and then going to a fabric store and getting fabric and then just making basically a table topper so you'd have enough room. So the table that I'm on here is what I measure. It's 42 inches by 6 foot, I think. So I don't know if it's going to be big enough or not. I've got a bigger dining room table. Problem is I don't think I can set up all my gear in there to actually record. So we'll see. I don't know what we're going to do, but this is the back of the box. One of the things and I hope it shows up, just using nighttime lights, but I hope it shows up as this is probably one of the most colorful games that I've seen. The artwork is just bright. I mean, it comes out to you. And Rodger over and over has said that, you know, he's going old school type of games that he grew up with, you know, played both on computers and game systems and board games of the retro style. So that's the box cover. Let's see if we can open this up. And of course we have a rule book. Crusaders, this is a handbook. And that, let's see, what do we got here? Total pages looks like 69 plus. This is the land of Avalon. That's the map, which is also in here. There'll be another board for that. But this is the kind of a create your own adventure type thing before you even get into a dungeon. So, and this small print, I'm going to have my reading glasses on. I can tell you that, to read through these rule books. And that's something I have not done. I mean, as long as I've had to mess with it, I have not read any online rule book or anything like that. So this is a lot of rules, a lot of pictures, but they're small pictures. It's small print, almost 70 pages of print. So it's going to take me a while to get through. I have watched most of Rodger's videos, so I've learned a little bit about the game, how it's played, and he's currently even making a new series to go a little bit more into it. It's got a nice table of contents section. A player aid, basically looks like 5 setting up, how to begin combat, when a monster. So it's got a little helpful aid there at the back. So that's the rule book. There's a scenario book, I believe it has 10 scenarios. Yeah, scenario 10. And you can just tell by looking at the rule book itself, or at the scenario book, each one of these can be changed. That's one of the things Rodger really emphasized of having replayability. Basically, you can have the same dungeon board set up, but never play the same game twice, because you can come in and each one of these can be adjusted to the village terror level, minion, guardians, spawn track, raid difficulty, all these things. And then the quest are actually tokens that you draw blindly, so randomly there. So a lot of things can be, this could be randomized. Each scenario can be changed, level of difficulty, or just randomness in setup. So there's the instructions on how to start the scenario. And that's what I was talking about. These colors are just amazing, and some of the videos, it just wasn't, it didn't strike back at you as much as when you see like some of the still pictures that somebody that really knew what they were doing with the camera used. And just the colors are so vibrant. These are the monster paths. Again, that's a random thing that the monsters, when they wake up, basically spawn inside the dungeon. They will follow, based on whatever the path die you roll, will follow these colored footprints towards you, or away from you, or towards the opening, or could be any of that. And they're all double-sided. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and open that up. Just give you an idea of, and I don't know, each one of these has names, or they go with a particular dungeon, but the artwork on these, and I can't remember the gentleman's name that helped. There were several. I know he had several artists, but it's like I say, vibrant colors, great looking artwork. I mean, it looks like blood and bones and bat wings or something in there. A cluster of bones here. Just extremely interesting artwork. This game's gonna be a lot of fun. These tiles obviously, interconnect with each other. And I believe the dungeon is it 2x3? No, maybe 3x3. I can't recall. As much as I've watched, I can't recall. So those are the base game boards. What do we have? It looks like, okay, this is probably okay, this is when you come back to the village, I believe. I could be wrong. There's a Blacksmith Tavern, Resurrect. Yeah, this is when you come back to the village after you've fought in a dungeon. You can buy different things: potions, elixirs, juice, a torch. And these are different, and they'll be randomly put in there of things you can buy at the blacksmith's office. You can go to the tavern. Where's the House of Chance? There's, I think, 4 different games you can come up here and play. So yeah, there's just plenty to do right in there. This is the tracking board. It looks like have a mining. You can different places in the dungeon will be able to mine, use a pickaxe, and get precious jewels that you can take back to the blacksmith and upgrade your weaponry to enhance your weapons. This is the battle board, and I think he just recently introduced an app that kind of takes care of that for him. And I apologize, I still have not figured out a way to get rid of that dadgum thing on the camera. Even did a little search today trying to see if I could find something, but it wants to keep zeroing in on stuff, and it pops up that little autofocus thing. This is one of the House of Chance games, Skulljack. Basically, it's 21. And I believe there's a whole deck of cards that comes with that. This is another House of Chance game. This is Bravely the Knight, where you just maneuver around here. You can find different things, earn gold, and find, like there's a sword there, and there's obviously some bad guys that you may have to fight. So you just spin and move and work your way through there. Health, I believe health. These I'm not sure. Essence maybe. I think those are health tokens, and these are essence. I could be wrong. And there's some gold. Tracking. I'm not sure what those will do. Well, okay, this is another of the House of Chance games, a tower attack. It's basically a push your luck dice game where you come in on, I believe it's 10-sided die, and you get 3 chances to roll those numbers or greater on the different colored die, and then you move up. You bet $100. If you finish that, you win 200, and then the next level. So you just push your luck up to the level that when you want to decide to quit. These are some of the standees. I have no idea what these monsters' names are. I cannot recall them, but those are some of the bad guys. And this game does not use miniatures. I would not be at all surprised later on if there's a second Kickstarter or additional way to do that. As a matter of fact, it seemed like I remember somewhere along the way someone mentioned some a company that does miniatures. I think I have a few pre-painted miniatures, like in Dungeon Alliance. I may try some of those. I don't know if they fit. I don't know if they're. I think especially if I'm filming, so I'm gonna do this, from top down, doing a standee, obviously, that's what you're gonna see, and that's gonna be a little tough. But, so I don't know. These are some of the heroes here. This is Albus the fetch dog. You can send him into town and bring back some weapons or elixirs and potions and things like that. These I go from red to, those are all red. I'm not sure what the red dots are. Doors, some more bad guys, some blank ones. These are battle chips. Each enemy you encounter, I think, has 3 different ways. That may be more proficient in one than the other, and your hero can usually fight, depending on how many weapons he or she is carrying. You may be able to actually attack in 1 or 2 of the phases, but you're going to have to defend in 1 or 2 of the phases also. There's some quest items, and just to go along with what Rodger did in all his videos, I'm not going to turn these over because I think he wants to surprise everybody, I think. So these are different quest items. You'll select the X number of those and place them on the dungeon tiles where they're supposed to be. Let you rally your teammates closer to you. These, I'm not sure what they do. I think this, I don't know. I think these are the battle, what you lay down to when you're fighting. Whether you're going to defend or whether you're going to attack, because the backside had the different colors on them. Crates, mystery chambers, locked doors. I'll try to cover that up. There's some elixirs and juices and stuff. The different juices and elixirs do different things. Let's see. I was just looking at the numbers. I saw somebody made a post that they got 2 A3s and didn't get an A4. I've got an A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're doing all good so far. There's a 9. Some more, some torches, some more potions, elixirs, juices, whatever they are. Cure all afflictions, regain essence. Some more treasure chest. Some other things you would put down on boards to when you find them, when you go see them. Mystery chambers. There's a baddie in there that's a spider. I'm sure that has something to do with that. A lot of punch boards. There's 11. I have no idea what those are. Monster. These are monsters. So these are hidden. So when you turn it over, it may be a level 1 monster, maybe a level 2, whatever. It'll show you that. And I like the way they did pack these though, because you pull them up and you don't know what they are, and you won't unless you turn them over. Traps, crates, maybe good or bad, unlocked markers, more of those. There's a whole lot of the purple guys with the monsters. Okay, those are all. I can't remember what those are. Damage? No, the damage markers I think would be a number. I'm just not sure. More potions. I just recently saw what these do, but I don't recall. They have a different color on them on each side. There's B1. There's C1. Looks like there's some baddies and there's some heroes. There's Bravely the Knight. And then a bunch of black ones. Okay, another board here. This may be one it's on the Avalon map. This may be if you have an encounter, either out in the open or this may be something in, I think maybe in the, when you go to the village, maybe you can defend, I don't know. I can't remember, but basically these are small battle maps. You put your heroes on one end, the baddies on the other end. You just sit there and fight it out. And let's see, what do we have here? There's the Avalon. That's the Avalon map. Can we get it all in there? There you go. Oh, that's what the red tokens were. When you explore one, you put a red one to indicate that you're there, that you've been there. That's what that is. So there's a lot of places to see, and there's some good things that can happen here, some bad things that can happen. But basically, you want to move around Avalon and find your next quest, and you can actually have some encounters while you're doing that. Okay, lots of stuff, a lot of different standees. Can't remember what color goes to which, but there's, you know, for heroes, for level 1, level 2, level 3. There's minions and bosses, and these are the these little slide tokens to keep track on your hero card. These go up above and down below, and you slide across to where you have damage or for essence is down here at the bottom. And somebody had a good idea. I haven't, but I will probably do myself. Just these are, well, not thick, but they're, you know, good cardstock. But somebody mentioned it might be good to laminate them, and then that these wouldn't these wouldn't have any impact on the actual card itself, so I may do that. This is Inwin Shadowleaf. Armed with a hunting bow, she is an archer. Let's see, yeah, you can, this is probably starting off, and then you got better numbers up here, it looks like. Okay, let's see, while we're looking at those, let's see, we have Sir Brennus, who's a knight. Looks like he's got multiple there. He's got 2 cards. Fallen, Ganymede, a rogue. I may be butchering the names, I'm not sure. Faith, Alicia is a cleric. Zekutar is a wizard. And I want you to look at that one. I'm pretty sure Rodger used that for himself. I think he used himself as the model for this one. So, if he didn't, I apologize, but certainly a resemblance there. And Methiliac, the barbarian. So those are the ones that come with the base game. And let's see, what else we got? Yeah, we got Albus. He can go to level 2 also. Level 3, actually. Albus has a little backstory on his card there. These are, let's see, Tomb of the Emperor. Looks like this is some type of either quest or you roll a dice here, it looks like. I can't remember exactly what those are, but I don't remember how many there are. There's a lot of cards for everything in this one. They're just, there's a Guardian, level 4 Guardian. That's going to be a nasty monster. There's some more stuff there. A Sheriff's Tower. So there's going to be a lot to get through here. A lot to get through. There's some mining cards. Looks like there's obsidian. I have no idea what those are. Looks like they're not good though. There's some more mining cards. There's Celebration Day gift when you do defeat the bad guys in the dungeon, you come back and the town gives you something. So it's randomly given to you. There's some more mining cards, looks like. Bravely the Knight. Looks like setup for that Chapel of Light. Is that what it says? Anyway, a lot of these I don't know exactly what they are. I would encourage you to look at. There's the Skulljack cards. It's like I say, it's just a regular deck of cards, but pretty cool backing. There's a whole lot of weapons. There's some loot. What do you say? 183 pieces of loot. Now, most of my games with cards I have sleeved. These I probably will not. I just don't see myself sleeving this. There's a whole other stack of loot cards. So I don't see myself doing all these. There's the knight. These are probably the character cards. That's a knight. More cards over here. There's some minions, level 2 minions. Then all your different dice. You got 6-sided. Now there's 3 different colors for combat, I believe, and I can't remember what they are. You'll have to forgive me, but I think there's a purple and a blue, maybe green. I think those are the 3 colors used. And then there's 10-sided, there's 6-sided, there's 8-sided, there's actually a 3-sided, which is a D6 with just 1, 2, 3 on it. There's a 10-sided there. These are 12s. So that's one of the path markers. Is that it? That's it. Nope. Oh, cultist. Okay, that's another level 3 minion. Okay, so that is the box. And I think let me send real quick. I wish that picture was better, but just have to grab it. I didn't really have a chance, or could have. I just didn't get a picture of the box. With the plastic still on them, you get so much glare, as you can tell just here. Okay, these are going to be. See, they got the 2 skulls on them, so that's the expert difficulty, where the ones in the inside are just regular difficulty. There's Razor Fang. He's got a little origin story there with him. So that's a Guardian. There's Minions, level 3, Shadow Dweller. Each one, Rodger wrote a little backstory, a little origin of them. Master of Faith. I remember seeing him in some of the. We got level 1 to level 3, but these are all still worse because they have the 2 skulls instead of just the one that's in the base game. So they will be even worse. Okay. And these are same things, but these are the heroic difficulty monsters in here. We'll say Razor Fang, same characters, but they have worse attributes, a little tougher for you. A couple of the extra path die. I believe these are the extra characters. The hero pack is supposed to have six more heroes. I'm not sure who they are, what they do here. Let's see if we can. Some more stands. Who do we have here? We have Matari, who's a bard, and Jorah, who's a priest. Lorena, Nightweave, who's a battle mage. I think that's Kane Redfeather, another ranger. A nice Native American name, Redfeather. Carrie Rowan, Paladin. Korath Doomswood's a warlock. So those are the extra 6 that come in the hero pack. So let's see, let's put that up there. What else we got? Those are the cards. There's some standees, rallies. So all that goes in there. And let's see, this is the extra dungeon pack that has 2 more dungeons in it. So let's see, there's some more. Oops, should have had that turned over. Some more quest items. Looks like maybe some blanks down here. and some more stories. And then there's more dungeon tiles. Those are just pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, turn it this way. Might be able to see it a little better. Ryan's Sanctuary, Crypt of the Betrayer, South. There's just, there really is there's a lot in this game. More of the bad guy pass there. Oh, that was turned around too. Watchtower, Oratory, Siege, Swamp of Sorrow. Looks like a moat or a bridge. Graveyard, Chamber of Last Rites. Looks like fire with the evil symbol. Skeletons. I tell you, I'm really impressed with the artwork on these. Just great colors, detailed artwork, just some cool stuff. Okay, throne room, forest. Looks like there's a little snow on the ground out here. Briarwood, logging camp, an outdoor area. Okay, that is everything in the Master of the Realm plus all the extra stuff. I don't think I missed out on anything. Got it all, kind of like what I do with most of my games, it seems like. So that is Dungeon Crusade. Again, from Rodger Deering and Groovus Games Unlimited. It says Book 1, Genesis of Evil. Hopefully that means there's going to be a Book 2. Because one can never have too many dungeon crawl games and adventure games. So that'll do it for this one. I have no idea when I'll be getting this one to the table, but I'll have to work on getting my eyes through all that small print and all the pages of that rule book, plus some other things. So, but we will get there, and you will be the first to know if you subscribe, I guess. Appreciate you hanging out with me, and we shall see you on the next time. Thanks, guys and gals.